I have put together at least 5 million toothpicks, creating at least 120 structures, using at least 50 gallons of glue and at least 400 rolls of masking tape. We always forget about the masking tape, the thing that holds everything together while the glue dries. Masking tape. My name is Stan Munro, and I have some issues. When I try to explain myself to someone else, I'll say, my name is Stan Munro. I glue things out of toothpicks. And somebody will say, oh, you know what, I've seen some of those things on the internet. I go, that's me. You basically have nothing but a box of toothpicks and a bottle of glue. And you have these things that you can literally build a world with. I don't want to say it was just one thing that got it started, but in general, it was the New York State Fair of 2005, presenting 50 buildings, all to the same 1:164 scale, selling it the year after to a museum in Spain. What kept it going was the fact that I needed to stay home for my wife when we were doing dialysis. I don't sign my buildings Stan, I sign them I Love Susie, because it's not about me, it's about everything she's allowed me to do. You can also see there's a little plaque on the inside that says I Heart Susie hanging in the middle because it was my wife's favorite. When things weren't working, I doubled up. I started gluing all the time, making bigger buildings. And that's really when I started breaking world records, because I was like, I gotta do whatever's next. And that's when you feel like you're at the gambler's table and you're like, I'm gonna double down. Started building Yankee Stadium and even more tall buildings. There's only a certain number of buildings left in the world that people come through here and go, well, why don't you build that one? I did, it's downstairs, it didn't fit up here.
I think my first reaction when I first saw Toothpick World was like, wait a minute, how can this be? It's almost hard to fathom that they're made out of toothpicks, even though you're looking right at them made out of toothpicks.
I wish I was miniature sometimes. I'm just like a lot of kids that just want to just go, it would be so cool to just be a half an inch tall and just go around and explore these buildings. The process is the fun part. Once it's done, I don't even care anymore. It's like the happiest point is when you're all done. The worst point is about 10 seconds after that. Then I got nothing to do. The best part is right now, in the middle. I wish this could last forever. I wish I could be stuck in this project, just have it occupy my time, but sooner or later it's gonna end. And then I gotta come up with something else. I like that you could take 2 fingers and just pick up the whole thing. I mean, that's how light it is. This is the world's tallest toothpick structure. I don't even like standing next to it. I can already feel myself shaking in between the buildings. Gluing toothpicks is pretty much the complete opposite of what I did before. I was a morning reporter over at Channel 13 in Rochester, and every day we'd go out and find something different, and I probably would have done a story on the toothpick guy. And then I would have made a face to the camera like, oh, toothpick guy, ugh. And now I'm the, ugh. When people want to know what toothpick engineering is, I would prefer if people just took the word toothpick out of it. This is just the simplest way of expressing the architecture. It seems to be fair to all different styles. It's the most simple tool to make whatever you want to make. It just happens to be a toothpick. This is just what I do and enjoy doing. Not everybody gets it. That's okay. It's not for you, then it's not for you. It's for me. And that's all I really concern myself with.